Hello, 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 welcome back to another trek through the dungeon and the continuing adventures of Mutalisk, our field summoner of much note. When we last left off, I had been penetrating through the realm of Zots slowly but steadily. I believe I had most recently dispatched of Tiamat, somewhere over here originally, and then he moved up here, and yeah. And then I ran into another cache of bad guys whom I chiseled at. I don't want to say killed them all because that would be too much. And again, my overall approach basically boils down to kill a few guys, run away, kill a few guys, run away, kill a few guys, run away. Very, very boring stuff, and I'm so glad you guys enjoy watching it because it's really not boring to me to play. I want to check real quick what my teleportation evocation skill is at, because assuming it's high enough, good is okay. It could stand to be a little higher, but it no longer is like my top priority. So let's go ahead and put the Ring of Vachlir back on, of course. I'm now going to turn back on fighting, because getting back a little bit more health is, getting a little bit more health is a nice touch. And I almost want to crank up dodging, but I don't feel like it's necessary. There's no point putting any more points into summoning or charms at this point. They're as high as they're going to get. Do Shadow's creatures require a multi-school? No, it's pure summoning. I'm guessing that I'm already at max power for all of these. Let's actually double check. Shadow creatures doesn't have a power associated with it. Horrible Things is close enough to max. I don't know why I still have Ice Beasts. Quite frankly, it's stupid to keep at this point. I should have dumped it in favor of... well, maybe that's why I don't have anything else, because I don't really know what else I would want. What else would I want, actually? Is there any other spell that would be really helpful to have right now? I vaguely recall there was a spell I was trying to save up for in the past and didn't bother with in the end. Well, no matter. Nothing comes to mind, so haha, good enough for me. Maybe a control teleport or whatever. But yeah, at this point, there's nothing wrong with my current gameplay plan, so let's hold the line. Trickle experience into evocations. It no longer gets preferential treatment. I almost want to throw a few more points at traps and doors. 12 is good, but I could stand to go like a little higher. Stealth, I don't care to train any more than I already have. Dodging would be nice, but it's already at level 18. It's going to be very, very long time before I get it up another notch. And training magic schools doesn't raise resistances. So yeah, that'll about do it. Swiftness is on. Let's go explorationing. My mana is not at max, but it's pretty close. Meaning by the time I run into an enemy, it should be closer, and yeah. Oh, a Scroll of Acquirement and a Moth of Wrath. Let's deal with the Moth first and worry about my acquisitions second. I'm going to read the Scroll of Acquirement now because there's really no point whatsoever in saving it. But then I have to think what I want from it. I don't want a book. I've gotten 20s of them. I don't want gold. I have 7,000 of it. Don't need food. Unless it's a royal jelly, it's not going to be useful. So really, I'm just going to go with miscellaneous at this point. Crystal Ball. Well, that's not particularly useful to me on account of the fact that crystal balls are... I guess they can give you mana. I don't remember how the formula works with regards to... Actually, you know what? That it might be worth my while to figure that out, because if I can be reliably getting more mana, that's always a plus. So crystal, ball, dungeon, crawl, wiki, evocable items. God, I love this website, the Chaos Forge wiki. Version 0.10 up to date. I guess I'm in 0.19, but hopefully it hasn't changed. I'm not seeing Crystal Ball. It'll be under miscellaneous items, I guess. Crystal Ball. Okay. Crystal Balls and when used successfully restores a large amount of your MP. 5 plus 1d evocations. Has no cost, but does have a high failure, and may cause miscast effects when used incorrectly. Most often this means draining your MP down to 0, or confusion, or 1 point of intelligence damage. Oh my god. Okay. My evocations is around 10. And if I have 56% of my mana, I can have a 78% chance of getting around 10 mana back. I'm gonna be real. There is no point whatsoever in my using this. Because there's it's a 3 and 4 chance or 4 and 5 chance under optimal conditions that things will go wrong. In fact, this is saying minimum MP percent for max success rate, which makes me think that if I have low MP, my odds are even worse. Trying to use this item when you're nearly out of MP is almost guaranteed to fail. Yeah, that's just stupid. I'm not gonna bother with that. If I'm in a desperate situation hoping to get a little bit of MP back urgently, the last thing I need is to be confused and drained of even what trickle of MP I had to begin with. So thanks but no thanks, scroll of acquirement, but you're not getting my money this time. Is there any potions of cure mutation in the dungeon anywhere? Okay, good, there is. So I just wanted to check. Okay, that was a waste, but it's all good. Sometimes miscellaneous gives you fancy potions, including a potion of experience or a potion of, gain stats, gain strength, gain dex, etc. That was kind of my logic for going with a miscellaneous item. If it had somehow given me a book that I didn't have, again, I can't even think of a spell I want anymore. At one point, I was interested in getting Summon Dragon, but that desire has come and gone, as it were. Do I have Summon Imp or Animate Dead? Nah, I don't. Neither. Because, just raising all these corpses would be kind of cool. Just out of sheer... for coolness sake, not actually practical. It wouldn't hurt, but... my shadow creatures are just so much more powerful than an army of zombies ever could be. Okay, that's another day, another $1. What is that? Potion of agility. Let's drop all of this rotting meat that's weighing me down. There we go, and turn on the swiftness again. Okay, it's beginning to look like this floor has already been cleared, actually. Let's go to the last known trouble spot, which was down here. In fact, as I approach, swiftness on, and hell, let's just be safe and go deflect missiles too. A nice dragon is a reasonable... yeah, why not? Get me where I need to go. I'm starting to think Moths of Wrath either don't apply to me, or they're not smart enough, or they're not able to berserk targets that they don't have direct line of effect on. Because somehow, I never am getting berserked by them, even though I'm always around them. Okay, that's just a dangerous corner for me. I'm gonna wait. There, much better. Much better. Protection from missiles has helped one more time. Anything in here? Nope. Nope. Done. Okay, Zot 2 is cleared. Let's head to Zot 3. Yeah, you'll do. Swiftness, of course, and down I go. And thank God for pre-summoning allies, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, that mummy totally can still hit me, but it's not going to. And is that a summon? Yeah, it's a hostile summon. Oh, let's send it back where it came from. I wonder if that was a death curse, actually. Oh, death has come for your ice dragon. Yeah, it was totally a death curse. Okay, I think my allies are dissipating or have dissipated. And these hallways are definitely treacherous, so... money. Oh man, it disappeared right when I needed it. Okay, on account of the fact that these hallways are so bad, and that I haven't even tested it, I'm gonna check, like, what kind of rock is this? It's just rock walls, simple rock, right? Dig should totally be able to get through that. I'm gonna go ahead and memorize the dig spell. I don't care if I have to drop another spell to do it. It looks like I'm finally in a situation where I'm suffering because I can't attack 2-on-1 or 3-on-1. And I'm always able to summon a bigger armada. It just makes sense. So memorize dig. Dig requires 4 levels. I have 3. I need to drop 1. Alright. Oh, let's let's figure out what I'm gonna drop first. I remember, I think Ice Beast, as much as I loved it, is no longer, your services are no longer required kind of scenario here. So which of these books would have Ice Beast? Maybe Wizard would, I don't know. Maybe Book of Callings definitely will. One of those ought to do it. Be nice if it was in the Book of Wizardry, but of course it's not. I just don't want to... I know I'm being stupid. I know there's absolutely no reason I will need to preserve these books, but this is the perfectionist in me. Yeah, there's a Book of Summonings and a God Gift Book of Summonings, so this way I can drop it without ever having to lose the ability to get it back. Oh, damn it. It's not in the Book of Summonings, is it? Summoning, spatial translocation, minor magic, dreams, enchantments, cantrips, volume of air. Well, never mind then. Let's just do it this way. Forget that you ever knew this spell. Yes. And now memorize dig. That was the one I was going for. Hopefully that will allow me to carve some tactical advantages here and there. Incidentally, while I'm here, let's take all of the potions of resistance with me. They're not going to do me any good back here. Drop the potions of might. Well, keep 1 potion of might on the off chance that I get, you know, horribly cursed and need whatever strength I can to carry my ass out of combat. Drop the scroll of holy word. Because, might as well hang on to it. Never know. Drop true scrolls of identify and a scroll of remove curse purely for weight reasons. Sounds about right to me. That's good enough. Okay. What would it cost me to memorize Animate Dead? Again, just for the cool factor. And maybe to deny necromancers their corpses. That's always a plus. That's how I justify my frivolousness. It's not worth it. I like all these spells. Haste, Swiftness, Abjuration. The only spell here that I don't particularly care for is Haunt. And I don't feel like getting rid of Haunt in favor of what's clearly not going to be nearly as useful as the ability to smite things from blink distance. Is that edible? If I put on poison resistance, is that edible? Yes, it is. Okay, then. Drop the giant slug, put on the ring of Vaklir, drop poison resistance, and descend to Zot. Okay, now that I have the dig spell, let's see if that works in Zot, A, and B, if it does, let's see if I can't actually make good use of it, as previously mentioned. Wow, that actually hit me. Okay, Zot then. Enter Zot. Go down a floor blindly. Carefully watch the entrance to a floor. Oh, beautiful. Last known location of the Shadow Dragon was here, so what we're gonna do is just take this wall off. Oh, beautiful, it works. Okay. I don't see anything. Swiftness is always nice. I'm gonna try to remember not to get carried away with this. It's just, it's so refreshing after having been stuck in these one-length corridors unnecessarily so long, I might add, to be able to do this. And that's extreme stealth for you. I could totally stand in range and get away with doing that. Okay, what am I up against? A caller who summoned a lindworm. Caller who is still summoning stuff. The best way to beat him will be to make my own army. And then dig my way towards him. Because I can still abjure. Oh, but he can too, I guess. Where is he? He is right next to me. Yeah, this is a tough situation for me to decide. I think I'm just going to blink on account of better safe than sorry. And then he looks like he's blinking too, actually. There we go. Much better. He's down. It's just I've been constantly summoning, so there's this huge army of mine now hanging around. And apparently he was not alone to begin with either. The reason I'm so satisfiedly just ripping this up is because I know I can get away with it. Again, notice how nice it is to have the dig spell. I would be in a 1x1 corridor if I hadn't dug this out. Okay, ouch. Time to get out. Time to get out. I'm getting hit. I'm low on mana. I'm actually no longer low on mana, but I'm still getting hit. Of course, I have Guardian Mummies in play, so that goes for him too now. Okay. That's a win. Let's go ahead and eat. And eating done, let's go back upstairs. Which stairs? Any stairs. I just want my mana back. And as per usual, we always leave while we recover. We don't want to spend too long on one floor so that it gets fully repopulated. And if we must spend a long time on one floor, let it not be a Zot floor. Okay. Pre-summon and in we go. Maybe unnecessary, but, you know, it's not going to hurt me either. Just a little bit less mana. Which at this point is really not a big deal. Oh, hurrah, hurrah. An extra scroll of mapping. That is going to be phenomenal, because now I can map out 4 as well as 5. So as long as I can do this floor without it, it will make my my final push much, much easier. Trying to do Zot 5 without mapping makes it, like, much harder because you don't get nearly as much benefit from controlled teleport. Notice how I intentionally retreated to this wide open chamber because I knew I would outnumber my enemies soon. Let's fight here, where your numbers are as less meaningful than mine, since my numbers exist and yours are just 1. Yeah, actually, reanimating all these corpses would be nice. Kind of wish I could do that. What's that, Death's Door, I believe? Or not Death's Door, there's that one spell that lets you summon spectrals based on, what you kill. I wouldn't actually be using it, because the mana cost would get inhibitive pretty fast, but would be kind of cool. We can take him 3-on-1. Especially with Storm Dragons bouncing their shots on such close quarters. It's a Moth of Wrath. We can take him 1-on-1. Hell, I could probably take him if I wasn't berserked. This is a narrow, long corridor into the unknown, so let's dig and Good thing we dug. Dig dug. Old arcade reference. Let's see if they... Oh, already a collateral kill. Probably got a berserk on him. Yep. Probably went berserk and took him out. Crystal golems are pretty hard hitting. My mana is extremely low right now, which I don't like, so I'm going to make for the exit. Yet again. Except I'm being bold and wondering, oh, I have 3 scrolls of magic mapping now. I could totally use one on this floor, but I don't think I'm going to need it, because I've already explored enough to safely teleport around. So instead of spending my one here, I'm going to save it in case one burns up. Seems like a niche use, but trust me, I've once came here and lost like 10 scrolls, or was it 10 potions of healing, right at the beginning. Actually, that's recorded in my Machi run, so, you know, for posterity to see what happens. Before I turn that corner, I'm turning on deflect missiles. Okay, I worried over nothing, but still. Better safe than alive. A killer clown, eh? Well, I don't like clowns, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna make sure I have as big an army as physically possible before re-entering. Clowns have this ability that they can basically blink, except it's controlled, or I don't know if it's random or controlled, but they always can seem to get right next to you and deal insane damage. So my strategy versus the clowns is to make sure that there are no spaces adjacent to me at any time. It's one of the few times that I don't mind being in a hallway. Actually. Killer clown is still there. Still there. Still there, but now he's in serious jeopardy of dying. He's dead, and I grow stronger, and... Transmutation of Earth. How bad is my Earth magic? It's pretty bad. And... the cast on Dig is still great. I can deal with that. Attack what? Oh, crap. That's not an allied dragon. Let's just get out of here then, shall we? Heh, okay. Now we can open the way for him to fight us. But he apparently just died. Let's go to the next floor because I have no mana, and follow standard protocols for getting back mana, which involve leaving the floor. It appears that I've already done this too much and have managed to get some enemies on this floor, so let's go the long way. I'm going to go the long way, and then I'm going to go back and fight them because I don't want this floor to be unsafe for future passage. 32 mana is more than enough to take them on. There we go. Much better. Much more imposing. Go kill him. There we go. He died. Draconian Annihilator indeed. Okay, now there are more of them, and my summons are wearing off. And that was a very effective burst, so I'm just going to back off. If they want to continue fighting, they can do so here. Round 2 of the fight effectively. I think I got at least a kill, maybe 2. Nope. He's still totally kicking, and as much as I want this floor to be safe, I want me to be safe more than the floor, so totally gonna set myself up for an easy retreat if that's what it comes to. Yeah, looks like we came out on top though, and can eat some model dragon to celebrate my victory. The problem with abject digging is it drains my mana capacity for a fight, and I still never know when I'm going to run into a fight while doing it. Okay, mana capacity is at 26. That's reasonable to go back downstairs with. Notice that I didn't pre-summon allies. That's because I already knew the staircase was safe, because I'd been down that exact staircase before. Narrow hallway, as usual, danger, but that's why I'm prepared to... I'm not actually going to dig, I'm just going to summon allies and make them wait for the Storm Dragon, and then go at him. Oh, they all went berserk thanks to the Moth. That's not going to last very long. At least one, if not two things died. An angry hiss. Not from my guys, I hope. That Hellion freaks me out right now. Thank God he's gone. Okay, what just happened? I walked into a Zot trap and everything of mine is cursed by the looks of it. Which actually is not as big a deal as it might have been, because I can just do remove curse and I'll be okay. But I do need to be able to put on a ring of teleportation and take it off at will. And not being able to do that would be a problem, so I think I have a second ring of teleportation waiting outside. I'm totally going to go and put that on in a second. First things first though, let's deal with this guy. Mutalisk, I like you. I like you too. I like you dead is what I like you. I like you. You like me? Alrighty, that's another clear. This hallway is long and narrow. Long and narrow hallways are narrowing. I mean harrowing. Because this shit happens to you. Okay. Let's go get my other ring of teleport. Again, it might feel like I'm going inordinately slow, and you'd be in fact 100% right. This is not just slow, this is more slow than I even need to be. But it makes sense to do so, because I gain nothing by being hasty. I don't win faster, necessarily. I mean, maybe I win faster, but I don't get more points for winning faster. There's an Orb of Fire on this floor, I just remembered. And I'm in the right mood to try to take it on right now. So, Swiftness and March. Booyah. That'll kill the Bone Dragon, no sweat. Now, I don't have to kill the Orb of Fire on this floor. Truth be told, I can probably get away without it, without killing it at all. The reason I want it dead so badly is honestly just for the experience at this point. There we go. I got its attention without dying, getting out of range. Okay, I just have had the worst luck right there with my summonings, so I'm gonna go ahead and order my minions to come towards me, and now swarm it. And if we win, that's great. If we lose, I'm just gonna get the fuck out. Okay, it looks like we won. At least I think we won. Yeah, we won. Now we're gonna lose this fight if we're not careful, so please, for God's sakes, focus the right target. Oh, right, they can't even see him. And it's this yakety sax shit again. I wish we had the yakety sax theme song. I would totally play it. I'm trying to think how I can take this guy down. Because now I've led him right to the staircase, so I kind of have to. Tentacled monstrosities can see invisible. That's my answer. Beautiful. Victory. Alright. Recovered and Wouldn't you know it, tentacled monstrosities can see invisible. Lucky for me, I don't rely on invisibility to be a pain in the neck. Or draining, for that matter. I just kill things. Alrighty, heading down once more. And I see no reason to ever accept a disadvantage. Okay. Swiftness activated, mana is reasonable. Stepped into a teleport trap. No problem. Put me over at this crossroad, please. Oh, Christ. My luck is good sometimes, bad sometimes. Actually, this isn't so bad. I'll just dig out part of the, Man, I can't make it go horizontal along the corridor, can I? Nah, well, whatever. I'll just dig out part of it and then do this. There we go. Go attack. That's much more like it. That's my kind of corridor. I'm actually not turning swiftness on right now because I would rather my minions keep up with me, or at least stay close so I can blink behind them. Now that I don't have minions, swiftness is appropriate. I don't want to summon a shadow creature which will only last 10 turns, though that would be kind of foolhardy. Oh, Christ, I totally walked right into him. There we go. Give my minions room to work. They did, and that's fine. Moth of Wrath is such an irritating creature in here, mostly because it's not effective alone, and when I do a summon with shadow creatures, paying 5 for a non-attacking creature is kind of irritating. Like, you know, like that. Okay, that should do. Wait, what? Why is there a cloud there? Go attack and get me out, because those toes are doing nasty-ass shit. I hope we're winning the— oh yeah, cool. We're bullying that guy into a corner. Stay out of range of any breath. Okay, good. New book. Nothing of note. Drop it. Okay. And the Zot 3 is cleared. Wow, that was actually easier than I thought it would be. I attribute much of that success, however, to my ability to do what? Not magic mapping, what's it called? To dig. Dig turned a lot of what could have been much harder fights into much more straightforward situations. Alright, I have the scrolls of magic mapping, so we're going to make use of those on the next floor. I don't want that combo, it's no good. Get me a better combo. That's not much better, but I don't want to be here forever either. So, dig. Another dragon. 3 dragons ought to be fine. Let's go ahead and read one of the scrolls of magic mapping now. And more importantly, I'm going to leave one of the scrolls of magic mapping here in case something should happen to the scrolls. I can come pick it up later. It's on the staircase, so jellies won't eat it. I don't anticipate that being a problem, but you know. Actually, what I mean is you never know, so. Okay. Actually, so the key places here are going to be this and this open chamber. Let's start with those. Not key. The places where I will have the easiest time making a foothold will be these open chambers. So let's go with those. More. See, this is why I love stealth, and being a Felid gives me that bonus. I'm standing here in front of that Storm Dragon this whole time, and it literally just noticed me. Even with that whole ruckus I was making, summoning an army. Of course, what I don't like about Ophelia is the fact that I can't even look at what that buckler is with any enthusiasm. Oh, another Zot trap, eh? No thank you, I'll just eat electric meat. Yeah, like, I could have been looking at that Storm Dragon armor and being like, hey, maybe I want it. And now it's more like, that's interesting, I wish I could use it. Another one of those Goram ghost moths, so let's be intelligent here. Let's summon the army first, and once I have it, I'll dig my way through the wall. Perfect. Get out of sight so I can keep summoning. Okay, there we go. Please hit him. This is the exact setup I want. Oh crap, it looks like he lost. So I'm gonna tell you to stop or to wait, or there you go, wait for me to get out, and it failed, and now I'm being pursued by a moth I can't win against. Do I have any alternative to just running from him? Running will work. I'll probably beat him to the stairs actually, but okay, everything just became a whole lot more dangerous. Time to teleport. Yeah, nearby staircase is fine, and oh my god, you put me on the opposite end of the map with no mana. Time to use a potion of magic. And, of course, my stealth protects me, he can't see me. So, let's put a moth in play. Apparently another moth. Okay, a death cob is better than a moth. Good. And beat him up. Beat him the hell up. Very good. Staying in the corner and recovering mana, because I don't know what's ahead. Don't have any easy retreats. I'm going to have to fight my way across. Let's put on swiftness. Okay, where are the exits? Our goal should be that exit, directly north of here. Barring which, yeah, heading north will allow me access to 2 exits, so north is the ideal direction. Okay, again, I blinked and went the opposite direction I meant to blink. Not sure what's going on. Maybe there's something interfering with my ability to blink properly. Or teleport control properly. There we go. Whew. That was terrifying. Backed into a corner, swiftness back on. My glow is actually really high right now from all of the controlled blinks and teleports I've been doing, which puts me in severe risk, and I'm also pretty trapped back here. So let's back up. Honestly, I can win this fight because all of those are my allies and there's only 2 enemies, but I'm concerned about the big picture here. Any minute now, my contamination could, oh, okay, my contamination went off. I'm not sure what it did exactly, but it doesn't seem good. Let's drop something, because I'm overweight, and I can't afford for that to happen right now. And keep on summoning a little bit more with my mana. Okay, it looks like we won the fight. At least the immediate fight. And better yet, it looks like I got some deep elf summoner that summoned an imp that cast animate dead, because I now have zombies off that fight, which, while pretty useless frankly as allies, will at least provide me some permanent meat shields, or not permanent, temporary meat shields that I don't need to summon for. This looks like an appropriate time to use that red staircase, because once I retreat I will have a reliable I can have a reliable beachhead again. So I will treat that as an actual staircase if I ever need to escape now. But ideally I should just do this and get right through and boom! Deal with my drakes, bitch. Please don't actually deal with my drakes. I kind of want those death drakes to win. There we go. That's much more what I was hoping for. Oh, great. You know, it's always the moment that I finish setting up a gigantic combat arena that my summons disappear, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, let's go back upstairs. And, regen before going back in. Okay, let's review. There is a ghost moth, last sighted around here. That alone is a terrifying enemy because it's invisible and can drain me. Draining leaves me completely defenseless. And one-on-one, without any mana, there's really nothing I can do to him. Of my summons, the ones that can see invisible are only a select few shadow creatures and a select few abominations. And I don't want to be spam casting abominations because that can really drain my intelligence, which I only can recover twice. If it comes to it, I'll totally do that, though. Okay, that's another day, another dollar. Might want to turn on swiftness again, yeah, there we go. And make an army, use the army. Okay, we're getting dangerously close to where the ghost moth was again, so let's be much more picky about how we walk now. Let's go directly to the bottom of the arena. So, you know, we're giving us a very wide berth to the moth here. If I happen to run into that moth, I still have like 7 scrolls of teleport, so there is no terror of it killing me or locking me into a instant death scenario. Not the way that Memnos would. Oh wow, that was one hit. Those things hit hard. Or I can't take a hit worth shit. You know, choose whichever answer makes you most happy. Let's go ahead and turn on deflect missiles again, just because my health is not exactly that high. I mean, it looks like there's an enemy there that we're still fighting, but nope, we cleared him. Let's eat, and let's drop whatever... Okay, drop nothing. Apparently we're fine. Take him out. Just take him out. You're a bone dragon. If you can't kill a moth, you deserve to die. Or get, you know, reabsorbed into mist, whatever you call it. Okay, here's the situation. I have a choice. I can attempt to kill the moth so that he doesn't block my escape, or I can ignore the moth since he has no reasonable way of, since I've otherwise cleared the floor and I'm no longer afraid of him. I vote to kill the moth because Zot 5, I'm going to be making plenty of upstairs trips. Last thing I want to deal with is a ghost moth, you know, nipping at my heels for the next 20 minutes. Hey, speak of the devil, it's the ghost moth. Let's blink away from him because I'm not ready to deal with him just yet. Hopefully at least one of them can see invisible. And even if none of them can, hopefully they'll accidentally bump into this guy. No such luck. Well, time for plan B. None of them see invisible, so let's go upstairs. Summon some more enemies on this floor, please. Come back here. None of them see invisible. Go upstairs. Come back down. I'm gonna go abominations this time. None of them see invisible. Go downstairs. Attack him, please. Go back up. Yeah, that was dumb, because now I have no mana either. Okay, none of them. More abominations. None of them see invisible. None of them see invisible. Yay, finally! Now how do I get them to come with me? There we go. They knew what to do. We're gonna haste this guy, and then we're gonna go in. Now, if you can't win hasted, you deserve to die. And he succeeded, but there's a shadow dragon that I was not anticipating, and I have no mana. So, let's... Oh, beautiful. Abominations don't have instant disappearing on them. I kind of forgot about that boon. That's why I keep them, that spell, even though Shadow Creatures is so powerful in Zot. Okay, Ghost Moth is dead, and let's just go ahead and make it official and clear out this floor. I know there's at least one Storm Dragon left, but frankly, Storm Dragons are nothing to be afraid of now. Guys, it's official. Fearless Summoner is my character that I can actually win with. Mutalisk the Demonologist has cleared Zot 4. One floor away from Zot 5. Of course, let's not pop the champagne bottles yet. Zot 5 is incredibly difficult, even with everything going your way. That ends my time for now. I'm going to stop here. Thank you all so much for watching. And again, until the Mutalisk run is done, I'm still interested in any feedback that you all still have with regards to what you want to see me play next. Thanks so much for watching, and this is Ahmed signing off for now. I'll catch you guys next time.